Well, how's it? My name is Franco, one of the pastors here, and we get to celebrate day 18 of fasting. Who's been fasting? Anybody been fasting? All right. Now, you could be fasting from food, you could be fasting from social media. One of the brothers, way holier than me, is fasting from TV. So you're not watching the football games. I'm like, oh, brother, you way more Christian than me, I tell you that. And more, my Steelers not even make them, and lose money. Niners, oh, you need Jesus, girl, pray for you. All right, let's not get beef over here, okay? Because kind of awkward, jeez. And we get security, by the way. You guys don't know, but we get security over here. So no. But I just praying, cheering on for the underdog. So Titans and Packers, and let it be said so. No. Anyways. But today we're going to be finishing our series, and today's title is Draw Intimacy with the Lord. And we're going to have some fun today, and hopefully praying the Lord will speak to you. But we take a look at James 4. James 4, 7 through 8. You can turn your Bibles, you can open up your app, you can bust out your scroll, however you read the word. It says this: Submit therefore to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Now, James is a book that basically the author was trying to write almost like a handbook and saying, hey, this is what it means to be an authentic Christian. This is what it means to be the real deal. And so in this portion, it says, submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. But draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. A lot of times we can be, he calls us double-minded because truthfully, sometimes we can be, right? You can be driving, singing worship song, the new Hillsong or the new whatever's, hallelujah, Holy Spirit's there. All of a sudden, somebody cuts you off and you're like, right? And you give them the one-finger shaka, right? Because sometimes we can be double-minded, right? We do stuff we're not supposed to do, or we don't do stuff we know we're supposed to be doing, right? And so James is kind of just telling us this, hey, you know what? Here's what you got to do. You got to submit to God. You got to just resist the devil. He'll flee from you, and you got to draw near to him. So this past Thanksgiving, I was able to hang out with my family in Arizona. I go there, and usually it's to really take care of my father on the way to Arizona because he's a little bit older. My dad is the youngest of 13. I'm the youngest cousin. And so I just make sure he's all good. But, when I went there, I met a girl. And I've never, ever believed in love at first sight. Yeah, but, man, when I saw this girl, I was like, wow, she's beautiful, And it's one of those, I couldn't stop thinking about her. And, I was like, oh, man, every time, guys, come on, right now you're trying to be all hard because all the boys stay around. But, bro, you wake up, you just try to talk to her and see her, whatever it is, right? And can I just introduce you to her right now? This is my niece, Ariana, right here. That's my girl. Why, what you guys thought? Oh, no more action, guys. No. Me and the Lord, no. But, yeah, I think she was born in April. So she's got to be, that was 7 months old. Yeah, she's a beauty. And this is my nephew, Danny. Yeah, Bugger is like me, but I'm more better looking than him, no. But see, he's 2 years old, so this guy, he's so swag, man. He's so cool. He got more groove than me. He's like, yo, what's up, Music comes on, he's dancing. He go by the one, Hennessy dancing. But he's also 2 years old, so Bugger is bro, he can be terrible, bro. He's either super good and super, I just lick him. You know what I mean? We just was chilling and you got to start crying. What's your problem? I'm a kid, so I don't know, right? And this, of course, is my lovely niece, Aurora. She's 5 years old. She always looks mad. That's her face. She get that from the Mara. No. So my nephew, Danny, when we first met, he just loved me from the get-go. And his first words was, Uncle Franco is the best. That's what he said, and oh man, that's my guy, man, we kick it, we get along, fist bumps, all that kind of stuff, and Ariana, I don't know yet, because she can talk yet. I'm hoping she's thinks I'm the most favoritist, but Aurora, she used to hate my guts. Like for real kind, like, I don't know if because I look like Shrek to her, but like she never, like, she wouldn't even give me the time of day. Like, and no matter how good, no matter how goofy I all kind, she just like, it's like I had on disease or something. And so when I go to Arizona, I go about 7 days. So it was like, she was the first, she was born in August, and, my first Thanksgiving, I saw her and she was a baby. The second one, she was about 1, and yeah, she's like, get away, and never showed me any love, y'all. Like, broke my heart. Like, I had to go counseling kind. No, not that bad. Don't judge me, no. But see, this one time, it was actually for my graduation from master's degree. I went to Arizona, and we drove to Pasadena. Now, not like the kind from Kapau to Lihue driving, yeah? We in the car a long time, guys. Man, we in there, I think we was gotta be shucks, an 8-hour drive or something like that. It was something ridiculous. And the whole time, no love, nothing. I try to reach in the back for water. She's like, I'm like, whoa, what's up, man? Nothing. I want to just throw her out, you know what I mean? Like, all mad already, No, I'm just joking, totally joking. I do not condone that kind of actions. But anyway, so we go to this mall in California. It's a busy mall. It's not like Kukui Grove. It's a little bit bigger than that. And after we're done with lunch, and so my sister goes to the restroom with Aurora. Again, the whole time, no love, A busy mall is crazy. And then from a distance, I hear, Uncle Franco. And I'm like, what? And right there, my secure senses come on, right? Uncles, right? You hear that kind of voice, like, what? Beef, what we going? Action, And Aurora, she just runs, and she just jumps on me in my arms, and I just hold her close. And then I see my sister waddling from behind, because she's pregnant. She was pregnant with my nephew. So she's like, I hate you, you kid. Why are you running away from me in the bathroom? And she came in, my sister was all mad. And I was like, stop it, this is my moment. And I told her, like, I whispered in her ear, like, hey, no matter what, you always run to Uncle. You always run to Uncle. And ever since, I've been her second favorite uncle, Better than number 5. I'm number 2 now, yeah! And I only go once a year, guys, so that's pretty good, you know what I mean? But she's such a joy. But see, the thing is that we got to do the same with God. Is sometimes we can treat God like, nah, get it, nah, But we got to do the opposite. We got to draw close to God so that He can draw near to us. And you know what, guys? Me and Aurora, it's not like I was trying to ice her out on purpose. I desired for a relationship with her. I wanted her to get to know me. I wanted her to know that if anything goes down, I'm the guy you call. I don't care where you're at. I'm going to come. I don't care what I got to do. I'm going to take care of you. But see, that's the same with God too. I'm not saying I'm God. Please, I'm way far from that. What I'm saying is that the Lord desires us to draw near to Him, so that He can draw near to us. So we're on day 18 of our fast. For those of you who are participating, great job. For those who haven't started, you can still we get 4 days left. I know, because I was counting wrong, and one of the aunties had to correct me. Like, no, we get 4 days. No, we get 3 days. No, we get 4 days. What? We get no more 3 days. But anyways, but you can still fast. And the reason why we fast is really to use this time to draw near to Him. Historically, they used to say fast because it would take the whole day to make the meals. Like the kind, you got to go pick the green kind action, and so that's why they say, fast from food, in Jesus' time. And now we encourage, you can fast from food, you can fast from certain types of food. You can fast from something that takes up your time. Like for me, I fasted from social media and games. And you're like, big deal. Guys, I don't hunt. I don't fish. Okay? I know gardening, nothing. But I can social media. I can like and repost like nobody, no. And plus, like for me, from Oahu, that's my only outlet to my friends and, what's going on in their life, right? And so, and also like my games that I play, it just fills time. And The first week, so during New Year's week, I guess because it was a holiday, the first week of fasting, I tried to see, okay, what was my time last week? Please don't judge me. No stink eyes, please. Social media and games. Because on holiday, remember holiday, 40 hours. Oh, don't give me stink eye. Nah, but 40 hours I spent. And so that's 40 hours I used to spend time with the Lord during the fast. And guys, that's like, at first it was hard. At first I'm like, what else am I going to do? What am I going to do? All this time, like what am I going to do now? And guys, there's already nothing to do on Kauai. I'm like, but it was raining too. I couldn't go beach. I couldn't jump in the ocean, nothing. Couldn't go hiking if I thought about it. I never liked go hiking, but, just nothing, But see, I used to be a youth pastor before, just years and years of youth ministry. And how youth spell love is Time. Time. The more time you spend with youth, the more they can see your heart, and the more they can see that you love them. And when they do that, they open up their hearts, and they become more transparent. So right now, here I am, I have all this time. And I was like, you know what, let me just spend time with the Lord. And so I remember, one time I was doing devotions and playing worship music, and just nothing else will do. At the same time, I'm moving, so when you move, you prune, right? You get rid of, you throw away. You don't just pack them up and pack up rubbish to take rubbish to another place. You prune, and this is what I was doing. And so all this action, right? Fasting, listening to worship, reading my Bible, pruning. And I don't know if I was extra emotional that day, And guys, I don't cry in public, okay? I don't cry in public. Not because I'm less of a man for crying, because if you cry in public, you're the man, I'm not insecure in myself, right? I don't shame. It's not nothing like that. Not pride, not arrogance, nothing. The reason why I don't cry in public is because I'm an ugly crier. For reals. My Korean side, my temper, right? Spicy food, and crying. Pastor Matt, when he cries, he looks cool when he cries. You know what I mean? One time the pastor was washing his feet. Emotional moment, the Holy Spirit moving. You know how he can cry? He'll do this. I was like, bro, how thug is that, bro? That's the guy, that's my pastor. All right? When I cry, I cry like I'm 2 years old still yet, guys. That's why I don't cry, because I'm going to freak people out, man. And guarantee people will be like, bro, who's this guy, So that's why I tried to cry in public, but I was at home, so the Lord was just, man. And the devotion I was doing, it was Luke 8:18 says this. So take care of how you listen. For whoever has, to him more shall be given, and whoever does not have, even what he thinks he has, shall be taken away. Now this part really stood out. It says, take care of how you listen. And when it talks about more shall be given, it's not talking about riches. It's talking about the richness of the word. The trick is to take care of how we listen. Because again, as we draw near to him, he'll draw near to us. Yeah? So think about Franco, how do you listen? How do you listen? I drive a 96 Toyota Corolla. Yeah, brand new. Yeah. No. But I got it because amazing AC, only had 50,000 miles when I got it. Cheap parts, because I'm thinking, okay, and then it was only $500. Nothing can go wrong, right? So I brought them over from Wall, and that's what I rode with. The problem is that for some reason, when I moved Kauai, only 2 stations work. Furukain, Hawaiian, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord, get Hawaiian music. I'll go nuts to Hawaiian music. And number 2 is the top 40, which is okay, but then sometimes you get weird songs, yeah? You know. So, but the other station is all static. And no matter how loud I play the other stations, I'm gonna hear static. Can't hear nothing else. You know, and sometimes, and when it rains, no stations, guys. Bruh. And I press the button on scan. You know, it keeps going, right? But I keep going even when the car go off because no nothing. Like just. And the thing is that they're static because there's no reception. There's no signals. There's no signals being received. And sometimes life can be that way, where life feels so chaotic, there's so much static that we hear that we cannot hear the Lord. Yeah? And in those moments, you know what I do? Is I worship. Oh, and life is nuts. You know, and life is chaotic, and man, I'm stressed out, or I'm thinking about past hurts or past memories, or somebody does something. I'll just start saying, just singing. And I'll just start singing and say, you are here moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. And me, I can sing. That's okay. Hey, don't laugh too loud, Glenn, bro. No. But see, I'm not going to be trying out for a worship team. But still yet, when I have craziness going on, I just sing. I just worship the Lord. And what happens is when you worship, the static goes down. And you can hear the voice more. And you may say, I don't sing. That's okay, you don't need to sing. Or can I sing on key? That's fine. Or can I clap? Because some people cannot clap. Like I had one of my best friends, he cannot clap. I cannot stand next to him and worship. Because he throw me off, like he get the double, because like downbeat, bro. Like just, I don't even sit next to him anymore. I tell him I'm not going to church, and then, it's okay. It was unbelievable watching him worship though. And so during times of worship, you may not feel comfortable, but man, if you don't know how to sing, if you cannot clap, just groove. Today I was in the back. I was going like, boop, boop, But then, I'm pastor, so I got to be reserved, So I do this. I look like I got to go bathroom now, But see, it's okay to groove, and you can tell the brothers, the brothers back in the day used to go to the clubs, right? You could tell what they used to do because the brothers used to kick in the back, right? When they worship, they do this. And when the Holy Spirit moves, they do this. It's okay, do that. If that's you, do you. But what I encourage you to do is when you worship, if the Lord is moving your heart, raise your hands. Because what it does is, as you raise your hand and you worship, it's saying, Lord, I surrender to you. And I just love when I see huge connects, bro. They just worship like the kind. Because sometimes us locals, we can be afraid to stand out. So we don't do nothing. It was so funny. I went to I think it was a Jason Mraz concert a few years ago. And so we got the seats and had this family from Texas in front of us, like right in front of us. And nobody was standing up. So they came to Hawaii just for this concert. So they flew from Texas to watch this person. And they look, and this concert started. And they look, and I can hear them. Can we stand up? I don't know if we can stand up. Are we allowed to stand up? Because they're we're like row 30, they're in like row 29. So and this is at the shell, so get everybody else behind us, right? And so I'm hearing this, and I'm like, oh no, it's just because the artist wasn't from here either, right? If it was local artist, everybody stand up, right? But the artist wasn't from here, so he never said that, so we don't stand up because that's rude. So, and I hearing this conversation, I feel bad because they spent all this money, So I'm like, oh no, it's just that the guy never said stand up yet. Really? Yeah, because no one wants to offend anybody else, so they're not going to stand up. For reals? I go, yeah, watch this. So me and my boys, we stand up. Yeah! Everybody would get up, because needed one idiot for stand up first, right? But see, don't worry, this is worship. You don't need to worry. It's just you and God. Just you and God. And you got to do you. So we're going to do something different today. Service not Paul yet. I'm going really fast because I really want us to spend time in this. Because you know what? Sometimes we worship because of circumstances. Stuff go good. Yeah, I can worship. But you know what? We got to worship despite circumstances. In fact, you got to worship more even if it's more crazy. You know what I mean? If it's more crazy or if it's more nuts, you got to worship more. You got to worship louder. If and you stay home and you're worshiping loud, turn up the music so you don't sound crazy, like, especially me, I know I can sing, right? I'll trip out my neighbors. But just in craziness, you got to worship. You got to worship. You got to raise your hand. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to spend time in worship. If you feel the Lord is telling you, kneel at your seat right now in reverence to Him. He was saying, you know what? Raise your hand. Raise your hands in worship. If you get on cakey on your lap, just stay seated. It's okay. Right now, it's just you and God. All we want to do is draw close to God. And we're going to spend this time. And you know what? Everybody stand up. Stand. Everybody stand up. And right now, you can bow your heads, close your eyes. Again, everybody, we're not powered worship, or we're not powered service, so don't just dig out. Plus, we lock the gate, so you can't go anyway. So everybody, bow your heads, close your eyes. And right now, whatever you stay struggling with in this time, just lift it up, man. Whatever you going through, just lift it up. Whatever the Lord is, man, that one prayer that nobody else has heard or seen, that you've been lifting up for years. Maybe you've been struggling to conceive a child. Maybe you were hurt from a family member in the past that they're not allowing you to restore that relationship. Maybe you get such a financial burden right now that you don't know what to do. Whatever it is, man, He's a way maker. He's going to make a way. And use this time to worship. Seek the Lord, man. Draw near to the Lord right now.